Good morning from the Greenstone track. So I finally made it here after having about 4 or 5 days off for my ankles to recover. I will put a picture of what they look like so you can see they're pretty nasty. So I had a few days in Wanaka and then I came down to Queenstown. I stayed with an old mate that I went to uni with. Thanks heaps, Pete. That was awesome, mate. And Pete dropped me off at the trailhead here. So today we've got a shortish day of around 15 k's. That'll get us to Greenstone hut and campsite, and I'll probably just camp. Yeah, we're just kind of testing out the ankle at this point. The left one's good, the right one's pretty tender. So it's going to be easy does it for the first couple of days, I think, until I can just see how this ankle is going to go. Not too much elevation today, so that's good, but tomorrow we do have a hill. But it's the downhill that irritates the ankle, so we'll just see how it goes. Made it to Greenstone hut. It's a great looking hut, this one. Big area for camping there. Helipad just over here. Staff quarters there. So we're here. It didn't take too long. The ankle's still a bit twitchy, so be another easy day tomorrow, I think. And we'll continue on from there, but it seems to be doing alright. A little bit of pain in the right knee as well, but that's probably because I'm walking a wee bit funny. So yeah, we'll unpack, get our bed ready, maybe have a small bite to eat. Good morning from Greenstone hut. I camped here last night. Right there. So today we've got a bigger day. Got 21 k's. It's very cold. It's 7 degrees. Got down to 5 last night, which was freezing in my tent. So yeah, 21 k's today. I spoke to a couple of nobos before. It's a little bit boggy, so it's going to be wet feet. But the sun is out. It's a little bit of cloud, but not a whole bunch. So yeah, it should be a nice day. Going to Boundary Hut, so 21 k's today. Sunshine. So I've just come through those pine trees up there in the background, through these trees here. Awesome mountains up there. We go this way. So we're heading down this valley looking for a bridge. I think we crossed the river just up here. Okay, so I've reached the hut. This is lunch. Ankle's not doing too bad. It's more the knee, but it's be good to give it a little rest. I'll spin around and show you the hut. So boundary hut next, 3 to 4 hours, 12 k's. I think we can do that. So this is the trail. Woohoo! And yep, the grass really is that high. Down the bridge. I've made it to Carrie's hut. That was a big day. It was very, very slow going. I did 32 k's. But I did stop and have a good lunch break. And then I stopped at the last hut. Took my shoes off. Stretched out a little bit. The ankle's pretty sore again. And the knee's a bit tender still. But we got here. I'm pretty pleased to see that. So we'll go down, get ourselves ready. There's no tents up, so I'm assuming that there must be a bed in there. If there is, that'd be fantastic. Anyway, that was today. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning from Carrie's hut. There's Carrie's hut there. So we're right on the water here. It's a gorgeous morning. Yeah, super neat. So today is insect day by the look of it. Today is 25-ish kilometers just along this lake to the next hut, and then the next day is another 25, I think, to the turn off to Te Araroa, which is a resupply point. The knee is sore today, and the ankle is sore as well, but there's no swelling that I can see, so I'm pretty happy about that. That means we can keep going, and it's a pretty flat day today, so I think there's only about 116 meters of elevation and just a little bit more of descent, so I'm assuming that's just going to be ups and downs all the way along this river. Oh, these sandflies. So that's what the day's got in store. It's pretty stunning over there, and the cloud hasn't really lifted from that side yet. So that's today. I'll show you anything cool as we go. So I've made it to Mavora Lake's campsite. So this will be lunch today, and then I'll continue on to Kiwi Burn Hut, which is another 12 or so kilometers south of here. So we've come to the southern end of Mavora Lakes and crossed the bridge. It's quite warm today, but there's a nice breeze, just cooling us down a little bit. Alright, good morning from Kiwi Burn Hut. Bit of a change of plan today. I'm going to backtrack about an hour and a half to the swing bridge and head in Te Araroa. Low on food. I ate everything last night, and then we'll continue south. So I met a cool guy from Denmark. His name's Christopher. There he is.
Hey guys.
So he's Nobo, having a ball.
Definitely.
Yeah. So that's the plan today. So it's going to be a reasonably short day. Hopefully be in town now just after lunch, and then continue south. Good morning. We're about to leave Rosie's. Alistair's giving us a lift down the road. Thank you, Alistair.
Alright.
And this is the last section for us. Ed's in the back.
Yeah.
We've caught up again, which is fantastic. So the last week on trail. This is it for us. And then we'll be home for a much earned rest. Right, so we've just stopped off for a bite to eat before we start on the on the road. It's just a metal road, but yeah, we start on the road and we're heading into the bush. So 6Ks on this trail, and then to a max of like 21, 22 today. Single track after that. Stay the night there. Should take us probably 3 days to get through this bit of forest, and then we're out the other side. So that's what we've got coming up. It's a pretty miserable day out here today, but this is apparently going to stop at some time soon. So we hope that happens. It's also pretty cold. Okay, so we've probably been walking for about a kilometre now, me and Ed. It is really cold. We're literally rugged up. Well, I am, he's not. He's tougher than me. And yeah, it is super cold. The rain's kind of stopped, which is nice. I can see a little bit of the sun going through those clouds, so it's all supposed to dissipate and we can actually see mountains now, so that's a good thing. Probably got about 5Ks to go before the first hut. We're going to stop, rearrange stuff, have some food, get warm, and then it's right into the bush. Right, so we've come across some cows. Why don't you girls just let us pass and then you can go back to eating. So I think I might be able to see a hut up ahead, just through these trees. We've made it to Lower Princhester Hut, so it looks like there's a few people here. We may even camp here the night and do a bigger day tomorrow. We'll just see. Okay, back in the forest section now. It's been raining quite a bit, so it's pretty slippery. It's very wet. It's nice to be back in the forest. Back to the New Zealand flats, which are not flat. Obviously they just go up and down all day. So that's what we've got in store. Probably 5 to 6 hours of this until we get to the next hut, and that'll be the day. So dinner there, sleep, wake up, and we'll finish off this section. I think it takes, they say 3 to 4 days. I reckon we'll have this done in 3. And tomorrow's weather is supposed to be much nicer. So also a little update on my ankles and my knee. The ankles seem to be okay just now, which is actually really good. My right knee is giving me a little bit of problems, but not compared to what it used to over the last few sections, so that's nice. I think the Nero yesterday probably helped, and a really good sleep. Okay, so we've come up from way down there. Whew. We reckon that this must be the saddle that we have to get through. It goes uphill there, a bit lower here, and uphill there. So this will be the saddle. Downhill-ish for the rest of the day. Whoa, this is pretty freaking slippery. Oh, mate.
Oh, I need to get out of this.
That fully sucks.
It's the trail. Oh my god. I think I'll fit right in.
Yem.
My feet go numb, so I stop feeling.
So this is what we're walking through now.
Don't stand there. You'll disappear.
Yeah, this isn't what we would call fun. We've just had an incredibly boggy section. And I tell you what, the ankle kills in that stuff. I don't know why. I think it's because it goes on funny angles, but man, she's probably a 6 out of 10. I'm going to give you a close-up of what's happened to...
Hurry up, I cannot touch the bottom.
So Edward has hold on, I need to give him a hand here.
Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, hold on.
He literally is up to his jewels in mud. Like, that was fucking deep, bro.
I'm gonna put my fucking pole in.
Okay, watch this. Blub, 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 blub. Oh my god, and it's still going, and it's at the handle.
Ah! It could go deeper.
Oh my
Fuck!
god. Dude, you've got a brown leg.
Dude, I'm so fucking mad. Did my fucking tent go in or not?
Let's have a look.
Don't stand there.
No, your bag's dry. Well,
Thank
it's not dry, but it's not as wet as your leg.
Yeah.
I know I shouldn't laugh at that, because now it's probably going to happen to me. Here, Ed, you go first. Alright, good morning. What a night, what a day yesterday. That was pretty tough. So there's the hut that we stayed at last night. There's actually two huts there. One's an old one and one's a new one. So yeah, that was a hard yakka day. At least we've got some decent weather today, which is kind of nice. It's another big day, and we're hoping to get to a campsite. It's like 26 k's away, but this is hard yakka in here. It's very boggy, it's very wet. I do believe we go over that bridge as well. So that's what we got today. So we've just come into the tree line now. We're out of the bog of eternal stench, for those of you that get the reference. And It's a little bit cooler in here, but it's actually nice. There's nowhere near as much bog. A little bit, but not a lot. So,
You have to say something.
yeah. So we, well, there's a bit of bog here, look. So it's not going to be a dry day today either, even though the sun is kind of out. We've still got a long way to go today. We really need to get to this campground so that we get out of here the day after tomorrow. And we can keep heading south. This is better hiking through here. Nowhere near as much bog. We get to go at a half decent pace.
Yeah, I didn't know which way to fall. Into the water?
Oh. So I've just broken out the bush line. This is our last 1,000 meter peak. Wow. I feel trashed. This is amazing. Holy shit. I'll give you a look. Oh wow. Me and Ed are going to chill out here for a bit. Somewhere, apparently you can see Bluff.
See that big fucking grey mass on the horizon, those hills? That's the Longwoods.
Right.
And then you can see,
So I'll zoom in for you. That's the Longwoods there.
sort of see Invercargill over there.
Oh yeah, there's Invercargill. You won't be able to see it on camera, but I can.
And then Bluff's just past it.
And Bluff is behind that. Alright, so we've had 5 minutes, 10 minutes just to sit down and relax. Oh, pretty tired now. So, way out there is where I'm heading, past the Longwoods. We've come from way over there in the distance somewhere. It's pretty neat up here, but it is cold, so we're going to pack up our shit and we're going to get down and get a hut and a place to sleep. So off we go. We're nearly there. So that's Edward taking off in the foreground there. We're pretty happy. Last 1,000 meter peak of the TA. And I'd love to say it's all downhill from here, but not quite. We've still got a little bit to go. Oh, but we're both feeling pretty good now. We've got 3 Ks to go for the day, roughly, just over, and we will be in a hut with a bed. We're going to eat tonight. Probably have a whole bag of lollies. Alright, we've made it down. We're going up a little bit again. So we were told about a secret hut which was hidden up in the trees, and we've managed to find it, which is great. I think it's a 6-bed hut, so unless there's a whole lot of nobos here, we'll have a bed for the night, which is great. So it'll be unpack, kind of try and get clean, and cook dinner and go to bed. So we're almost there, which is great. Neat little hut. I'll give you a look when we get a bit closer. So this is the hut. Cool little fire pit area. Some wood. And the hut. Good morning. I thought I'd show you the, I'm not going to show you, but the morning ritual of putting on wet socks and wet shoes in a cold hut. It's around 11 degrees in here. It's definitely colder outside. We had the fire on last night. So today we've got a 30k day-ish, probably a little bit further than 30k's. One hill, not a big one, and then into Birchwood Station, where we've got a place to sleep. So we haven't been up for very long. Everyone's sort of out of here now. I'm just finally packing up some stuff, finishing off breakfast, and then we will get going for the day. I'll fill you on what's happening then. Alright, thank you hut. That was a good night in there. It was definitely warmer than it would have been camping, that's for sure. So it was still pretty cold in that hut, but we did put a fire on, and that kind of kept us warm, so that was good. This is what we've got today. So we're thinking the sun will be out pretty much all day today, which is good. About 35k's today, reasonably flat, following a river, up and downs as per normal, until we get to Birchwood Station, I think, where we've contacted a trail angel for the use of a hut there. It's $30, and that'll be us for the day, and then we continue on. So here we go. So the hut was just up that valley there, about 10 minutes walk. It's going to be a ripper of a day, I think. It's really cold. It's 4 degrees right now, so we're looking forward to getting into the sun. And this long grass wets the feet quite a bit, and that's quite cold too. But we'll warm up really quickly. We've got a hill not too far in the distance we have to climb, so it's going to be a good day today.
Bless you.
So one of these sheep just sneezed, like at least, what, 6 or 8 sneezes? And now he's stopped. We were too slow getting it on video. But boy, was that funny. There's a lot of sheep here. You can probably see where the trail goes. Around all of these sheep. That's a lot of sheep. There's more up there on top of that hill, mixed in with a few cows. This is the easiest walking we've had in quite a while. So we're almost about to have lunch. We're not far away now. We're just traipsing along this farm. Probably only a couple of K to go, I think, till we can have some lunch. And we've got about 13 or 14 kilometres, I think, left for the day to get to the Birchwood Station hut, which is a hut put on by, it's a private hut, you have to pay for it, but that's really nice of them to do that, so thank you. That's bloody awesome. We haven't seen a single Nobo today at all, and there were 3 Sobos with us yesterday or the day before, and we haven't seen them either, so it's been a pretty quiet day. Right, we're having lunch. I don't often take videos like this, but I figured we'll show you kind of what we eat. So we got Oreos, peanut butter and wraps, salt and vinegar Pringle type things. Ed's got lots of goodness going on over there.
Oh yeah. Cheese,
So-
salami.
I'll let him tell you. Cheese, salami.
Cheese, salami, jam, peanut butter, Nutella. Yeah.
All the food groups are represented in Ed's wrap. I was going to make a coffee, but I really can't be bothered, and we've only got about 13 k's to the bridge, so we'll make it work. That's lunch done. Traipsing back through the long grass. Now we got a little bit of a crossing through some cow infested water. I'm going to put this down. This is a bit of a drop.
Whoa, that rock is not steady.
Okay, that was Ed just about falling over on the drop. So we're still walking through the farm, obviously. We walked through this farm pretty much all day. We thought we had some road, but I don't think that's coming until later.
I think we follow this stream.
We're trying to find a marker, but we can't. So it's map time.
Just off 2900 now.
2,900?
Yeah.
What, just now?
Just now.
That's 2,900 k's. Right, we finally come to some form of a road. So this should take us right in, with maybe a couple of turn-offs, to where we're going to stay tonight. So we've made it to the bridge, which means we ain't got far to go until we get to our camp. Thank you, sir.
Oh, road there. Yeah. Why are we going?
Nearly there.
Oh,
All right, we've made it to the signs. I'll give you a squiz.
crazy. That was the fucking Tikatumus.
Katumus. They were rough, they were wet,
The boggy.
very boggy. Yeah, that was definitely a section. We're glad we finished that bit. Now we're onto the road, and we've got about 1.5 k's of road walking, I think. to get to where we need to go. So we are assuming that this is the hut here. It does have firewood. There's an axe outside, and there's somebody here by the look of it. So
Maybe they can find us in that direction.
this will be us.
Some of the ultra.
Yep, this is Birchwood Station. So this is us for the night. Woo!
Oh, flushing toilets.
It is going to be awesome to get these shoes off. Let me tell you. Okay, good morning from Birchwood Station. It's not a very nice day today. It is, it's raining out here. This was a really nice warm place to stay for the night. But we've got to get going at some point, so morning coffee, and we have a 30k day today to get us to the start of the long woods, and we'll be staying in I think a town hall tonight, of all places, so that's going to be interesting. Looks like this may pass by about 9 o'clock, and then it's just going to be scattered showers. We've been up for a while, but it's now 20 past 7 nearly. No rush to get going this morning. Yeah, I think it's going to be like this for a little bit longer. Alright, we're setting off for the day. That was our accommodation just there behind the tree. The rain has somewhat stopped, and we've got sun coming out now. So it's the three of us, me, Ed and Robert.
It's a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day.
Oh my God, it's so warm.
We've got a couple of hills today, but nothing too major by the look of it. Today's the last major day. For me anyway, before we get to the straight line down to Bluff. Off we go. Okay, we've made it to the woodland track. This is the start of the last big section that goes uphill. Watch out, that step is really loose, guys. I'll give you a look. So that's what we got. 6 to 7 hours to Scott's Gap, but we're going to go a little bit further than that, I think.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, we'll show you as we go. So we're now getting to the point where these younger guys, they're half my age, and they're a lot faster than me now. Yeah, it's pretty tough to keep up with them. We're doing about 5, but well, I'm doing about 5. But I'm probably doing about 5.5. So it's going to be a slow day for me, I think. This is my last big day. So I've decided not to do the long woods for various reasons. One of the reasons is, of course, my legs, my ankles, and my right knee. And the other reason is people have been getting sick there. We've passed quite a few no-bows. There was a group of 8, they all got sick. They're not 100% sure why. I believe that they have cleaned out the water and stuff in Martin's hut, but people are still getting crook, so I've decided to skip that section. I know that's probably not the right thing, but for my legs it definitely is. So I'm going to walk around that, and I'll hopefully meet Ed at the other end and we'll finish off the trail. Hopefully it's going to take, he wants to do it in one day, but pardon me, we'll see what happens there. It might take 2. Yeah. So at the moment that's my plan. It could change. I may decide just to do it, but I'm thinking for my ankle at least, it's probably the best thing. This uneven ground is not good on it. I rolled it 3 times yesterday, just little ones, but enough that it really tickles. So this uneven ground is not pleasant. So they're just a little bit ahead of me now. I'll spin around, give you a look. We have to climb those hills. I believe it's those ones. It's only 500 meters, I think, which is not far, but we're getting to the end now and the body is slowing right down. Typical New Zealand fashion. We start climbing, it starts raining. The lads are a little bit ahead of me. We've got to go up that fence line. Sun's trying to peek out. Whew! Okay, I think I've made it to the top. I think it's pretty freaking cold up here. It's very windy. Okay, I spoke too soon. We're not at the top. That was a false summit. The top's up there. So we've got another 100 or so to go. Let's get it. Alright, we're heading down the hill now. It doesn't look very steep, but it's still pretty technical and sore on the old ankles. How are you boys going?
My pants are falling off.
Ed's lost some weight, so his pants are falling off. I've cranked my belt down. How are your pants, Robert?
Good.
Robert's pants are good. So that in the background is the forest that we've just come through. Now we're on another farm track with some sheep, and the rain is coming again by the look of it. So we're going to hopefully get to a road with a little bit of shelter so we can sit down and have some lunch. We've been going for 6.5 hours, I think. And here comes the rain. So it's now lunchtime. Oh, and we are huddled in this tiny little shack because it's raining. I don't know why, we're pretty much used to walking in the rain by now, but
Come on,
it
man.
seems to be about at least half a degree warmer in here.
Eating in the rain's fucking depression.
That's true.
Little fucking gremlins.
Oh yeah. So we got hail now. It's always fun when you're walking up a hill and it hails. We are saturated now. That took like 30 seconds. Completely drenched.
What the fuck? What is getting to my heart?
I knew there was a reason I put my kilt on.
Look, it's warmed up and everything's steaming now.
So in good old Kiwi fashion, we get to the top of the climb and we got sunshine. So just on this one little hill, which has taken us maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, we've had sun, we've had rain, we've had hail, and not a single car. So it's been a good uphill hike, this one. We've got about, we reckon, 20-25 minutes to get down, and then we get picked up by a trail angel who's going to take us to a hall where we can sleep in, and there's a pub down the road so we can go and get a nice feed for dinner, and there's also, I believe, a 4 square somewhere close by for a basic resupply.
Been there for a while, apparently.
So we've just come across some trees falling along the road there, which means that we've had to bush bash our way to find the trail through this kind of stuff. Looks like we found it now. Here we go. So that's the road right ahead of us. We're out of the pine forest. We think that that might be the start of the longwoods in front of us. We're not 100%. Ed's going to check. That's the last forest of the trail. Yep, he's just said that is the longwoods, so that's the longwood forest in front of us. It's the last forest of the trip. Good morning. So I'm just about to leave this trail angel's house. It's pretty early, 7 o'clock, and I'm going to head into Colac Bay and then maybe into Invercargill today, because I'm not doing the long woods, unfortunately for me. The ankles will not let me, and neither will the knees, so everything's strapped up pretty good at the moment. Gosh, it's cold out here. So I'm going to try and get a hitch and hopefully I get one. Apparently between 7 and 8:30 is the time to get a hitch here. So that's the plan. And I've got a place booked in Invercargill for tonight, so there'll be a little bit of walking today, but not a whole bunch. And then I will continue my hike tomorrow down to Bluff. So a little bit sad. There's 3 of us that are not doing the long woods for various reasons. 2 for injuries and 1 because of sickness. So it is what it is. It kind of sucks. It seems to be a bit of a rite of passage to do the longwoods, but this is what you get on a through hike. You have to play the cards you're dealt. So let's hope it doesn't rain, because it is super cold. Well, good morning from the top of Bluff Hill. I'm pretty lucky. I've got a stunning morning today. I'm pretty sure the view is going to be absolutely amazing. We're going around and around to get to the top. So this is not exactly the way I would really wanted to finish this hike, but the knees and the ankles really wouldn't let me do much more, so I'm finishing it the way that I can, which is to walk up here and have a look. I can see Stewart Island and a ship out there, Fiordland over there, radio tower. There's the smelter. Wow, it's pretty cold up here. Got 5 degrees this morning, which I guess for down here is not really that cold. So as you walk around, it's carved into the marble here. All the different things that you can see on the horizon. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. So that out there, that's Stewart Island. A little wind farm out on that one. Invercargill. So now we start the walk down, and we're on the coast until we get to the sign. Let's go. So we made it. Bittersweet. Not the exact way I wanted to finish. Let's go home.